Yo, welcome back. This is Stu42 with another Minecraft episode. Today we're going to be all about the outdoors. We're going to hopefully get on with forestry and farms. I'm hoping that after we do this tubes quest, that will lead us on to making multi-farms, which is what I wanted to replace the Steve's Carts farm up there with. The Mage Tower as well is really starting to come along. I'm not sure how many more floors Kat is gonna put on there. She's told me a few, but it's looking amazing. So hopefully when I come to do some more Thorncraft at some point soon, we'll be able to actually just move some of the Thorncraft stuff up into there. Anyway, for now, up here we have a slightly new thing. Well, not really that new, but over here we have this hole, which has a ladder going down to the workshop floor, and this pipe, which has fuel in it. So I've run a fuel line up here. I have a bunch of stuff. I have a basic combustion generator, a low voltage battery buffer, a couple of batteries, thermionic fabricator, and centrifuge. So what I'm hoping to do up here is we'll make a little house. It'll probably be, Kat will probably have to make it look pretty at some point, because at the moment I just need a shelter up here. So it'll probably be a good old stone house. And this should be our forestry slash bees and trees sort of area, which is why I've got the centrifuge. We can hopefully start getting some honey and things like that. But I figured all that stuff should go up here where it's sort of close to where we want to plant trees and things. Now I'm gonna have to get rid of those rubber trees. I'll move them. I don't know where I'll move them. I'll move them maybe over the back there somewhere, just so that we've got room out here. Maybe make some more walls, and by make more walls, I think item transfer, there we go, tier 2 fence and tier 2 walls. So we've got a quest to do that as well. I'll wet concrete around electrical. Okay, so I can't exactly do that just yet. There was a quest all the way out the side for electrical steel, conductive iron. In fact, this is probably a good one to do as well. I might get this done this episode also, because it is just, oxygen, electrical steel dust in the blast furnace. Electrical steel dust is silicon coal and easy. All right, so I can definitely make myself some electrical steel. So I might do a bit of that. We'll set this house up out here, get some power happening, and hopefully we'll come back and make some electron tubes and get a few more of these quests done towards the multi-block of a tree farm. All right, see you back here in just a bit. Alright, so while I cleared a little bit of a space up the top and I did put the battery and stuff down, I've decided that the thermionic fabricator should go down here. Pretty standard sort of setup. Switch on top. Cool. Now we can just connect EU to this, as long as you connect it using the Greek cables, and that should be enough. There we go, to mount the glass. Make our 2 of those. Make sure we turn it off again. Sweet, now what do we want? Oh, I might hold off on that. Hey, here we go, the first farm. So, we need 9 of these electron tubes. Some stone bricks, copper, steel. Farm block is made. Farm block is made, there we go. Okay, so carpenter with creosote. Now, you know what? This is another use for our carpenter with creosote. Fantastic. I'm glad that's actually getting a lot of a bit more use. All right, so let me run away again. I will grab all of this stuff together. Upstairs, just to keep you in the loop with what I've done. Not a whole lot, to be honest. I've put a roof above it. I have got the power running. Ooh. I have got the generator, a low voltage battery buffer with a couple of batteries and some tin cables. This is just so that I can put my centrifuge here and start processing combs. I still have to bring my bees up this way, replant some of these trees and stuff. But let me go away and do a bunch of that, and we'll come back hopefully with some farm blocks. Actually would be really, really good. See you back here in just a bit. Just back very quickly, I have managed to make the 36 farm blocks, which has unlocked a whole bunch more stuff. We're going to need Yeah, the gearbox, so motor with 4 bronze, 4 steel gears, Yeah, some more LV stuff. So 4 lapis. The big things are the 4 lapis tubes, 4 bronze tubes, 4 tin tubes, and 4 emerald tubes. That's 16 tubes altogether. We're going to need to get some emerald rods, long emerald rods. Yep, we can lathe that out of a flawless emerald, which I may even have. Olivine, flawless green sapphire. Nope, I just have regular old emeralds, but I'm sure I can make that sort of stuff out of there. Plus the bunches of steel gears. Because of the different tubes that we need, we can probably complete this one. Well, we're going to need bronze and tin anyway, so we may as well go for the bronze one. Claim that. And we also need the circuit board, couple of vacuum tubes, iron, fine iron wire for the circuit board. So optional and more advanced. Sure, we're probably going to need to make one of them at some point for one of the things we're going to do, especially for the seed oil. So let me run away and make all of this stuff. I'll try and make this as well, and then hopefully that will unlock some more stuff. Or either that or it's just time to build the farm. Anyway, be back in just a sec. Alright, I'm actually halfway through getting all of these things. And one of the things I thought I'd just pop back for is making the emerald tubes is pretty much impossible without an implosion compressor at this point. However, if you selected, like I did, the bronze tubes there, and then you can do this one, this leads you to claiming the 4 tin electron tubes. The tin ones you can use for this, and you can actually get your 4 emerald electron tubes as a reward out of this one. Now, given how hard it seems to be to get the emerald, and this one here will lead you to the lapis one, so I didn't actually need to make any of the tubes at all. You can do it with the rewards. But essentially the problem is these long emerald rods can only come from flawless or exquisite emeralds. The flawless ones, we can sift some emerald ore, but I've not actually found any emerald ore like that yet. I could potentially have used maybe a silk touch pick on the emerald ores that I found, but generally when you break an emerald ore, you just get these regular emeralds out of it. And of course the other way is laser engraving these, which is a fantastic way of doing it, except 480 EU per tick, not quite up to HV yet. Or the implosion compressor with some powder barrels, which we can make, and this here 30 EU per tick. Yeah, so this is perfectly within reach. We just haven't quite done the quest yet, and I think there is one. High speed, EBF, compress all the things. There we go, implosion compressor. So we are up to making this. It's only out of steel. It's an LV machine. So I might have to do one of these at some point as well. But for now, because of how because of the order in which I've done things, for now I'm just going to have to do this and get the quest rewards to do this first farm, and then after that, if I want to make another farm, I'm just going to be out of luck until I get that implosion compressor. Anyway, I just thought I'd come back and say that. I'm going to continue on getting the rest of these bits. Alright, so I'm just running around to do the last bit of one of the quests, which was, if we throw that in there, now, it's actually the advanced one. So I've done the beginner's farm logic. I ended up making this quick forestry soldering iron, and now we have to do an enhanced circuit board. So foil top and bottom, circuits left and right. Foil top and bottom, circuits left and right. Screws in the corners, that thing there, and 8 redstone. There we go. So once this is done, we should be ready to go up and figure out what we want to do. What do we want? Circuits, steel, loop bag. I don't know. Circuits, sure. There's always one more. Alright, so now we're needing the MV tier stuff and the good circuit boards. Alright, I might leave that for another time. But the generic circuit board, now from memory, this one lets you have Managed farm, north, east, southwest. Yeah. Yes, I'm not sure what the difference is between those two for the farms. But for now, let's just go and get, what's I doing? Let's put that away there. Put our circuits in there. No, it is in there. We'll take everything else up with us. Take that up with us, take that up with us. We also want to take, well, I want to take all of the honey up. I also want to take, yeah, we'll leave that for now. Actually, one of the things that I was going to do, how to be, top tier there, a chest. So I've got those, and to make the Apios chest, I need 1,000 honey and a bunch of stuff in a carpenter. Actually, you know what? We've got honey drops. Which means we can very, very quickly what was it? Not quite. Now, how much honey do I get from a single drop? 100. Awesome. Another 9 in there. It's a little bit of a detour from the farms, but I've been meaning to finish this one for a while, just so that we can put some bees up there. I need a chest. Thought that might be the case. Where are we? Come on, surely that's everything we need. It's just a bunch of combs, a steel screw around the empty crates, 1,000 honey. Unless, yeah. So rocky combs don't seem to work. But regular ones do. All right, so one of the things we were going to do is I've got also the centrifuge, I think, upstairs. So let's grab those out, grab that out. Chest for bees, excellent. Let's claim that later. Now over on our new, now whenever one of these appears in here, oh, that's a elite nasty one. Okay, I'm not going to bother trying to do that right now. Alright, so up here we were going to grab our centrifuge and potentially, you know what, I should have bought myself a pair of snips up here, because what I actually want to do is I want to have the centrifuge kind of here with the wire running across instead. Yeah, maybe. Let's just throw it there for now. All right, so we have the farm. Let's throw all the bee stuff in there. We'll throw this stuff in there as well. The tank can wait for later. Now, the farm blocks. Now, I don't know. We've got 2 each of these, and we don't really need 2 each of these. And I can't, for the life of me, remember exactly how big. Oh, the new things are going. Exactly how big it is. You know what? I will cut this here. I'm going to go downstairs and grab my snips and a couple of other things, and I'll sleep through the night, and we'll come back and clear out a space here to run our first multi-farm. So I'll be back in just a sec. Okay, a new day, and for those of you that were paying attention, I did actually have my wire cutters on me already, but I've made it daytime anyway, and chopped down these trees, as well as moved this around. Now, we need to mark out where we're going to have the farm. Now, we've got a water tank over there, which is probably going to be handy, so we probably want the farm to be, well, relatively close to it, I guess. I mean, I'm tempted to just put it in here. How much has this got left in it? Yeah, that'll go for a bit longer. Let's get the most out of that first. We can always move it, I guess. And we can put bees in there as well. So yeah, okay, let's put this over this side. So we're gonna need a 3x3 for the center of it, and it goes out for 4 each way. So if we, and by 4 each way, I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, oops. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then here as well. Awesome, so that is gonna be the footprint of what we're gonna put down. Minus that one, of course. Now we're gonna need a bit of, well, actually, needs to go down one more. Because we're going to need to put the bricks down now. I've done this a few times on camera. Now if we go in, that should lead to there. That should lead to there. This is like the fastest way to build one of these ever. Cool. So now in the middle, are going to be the farm blocks. Now we're going to want these to be up to the top. So 1, 2, that high, and there'll be one more level below. But the level below will be where we have some of the stuff like the farm valve, which will connect across to the water. And we'll need the farm. Yeah, the gearbox is where we supply power, and we'll put that there. The hatch is where stuff goes in and out. We'll put there. Farm control. Now control you can use a few different ways. I tend to like putting the control block right in the middle at the top, sort of there. And this is where we see if we have enough of these blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. And that line is formed around it, which means that it is correct. Now we're going to need a bunch of bricks to put around there. Now the reason we use that control is you can put a redstone switch or a lever or something on top to stop the whole farm. If you put 4 of these blocks on each of the 4 sides, you can actually stop and start each side individually of that. But that's not what we're going to do today. We are going to make sure that there's a space under here. And race along this way, because there is a water pipe. Fantastic. So, and I can't quite get out of here. There we go. Cool, so I can run water from there down, and that'll feed water into the farm. Hopefully enough water as well. I might need to make some more pipes for that, and I'm probably going to need to make some more. Actually, we've still got to figure out what we're going to do for fuel over there as well. So actually, this is jumping around a little bit, but one of the things that changed in between now and last time, or when I was doing this, is back in LV, I think there is now a quest somewhere. Yeah, there's a quest in here somewhere. I can't remember which one it is. I have a feeling it's Magnalium. But there is now a 32 EU, 0 EU loss. So if we type in 0 EU, no, just 0 EU, 0 space EU. There we go, 0 space EU. 8 times alloy cable, no, that's ultra low voltage. There we go, redstone alloy cable. No, see, maybe it is that. Well, it doesn't do any loss. We needed molten silicon, styrene butadiene, silicon rubber, styrene butadiene, molten rubber. Cool, so we can just do it with the normal rubber thing. Redstone alloy is... Yeah, so that's why we needed the blast furnace for it, but it was quite a long time ago and we've done it now. So what I might do is I'll make a bunch of that cable. It's going to be way better than the tin cable, and then we can run power from that existing power that's up there over to the farm. I'll also make a bunch more bricks, and then hopefully, yeah, I've only got 62, and then hopefully we can close out this episode. Again, slightly longer than I was anticipating, but we've done a fair few things. So I'll be back once more, hopefully with all the stuff we need to finish off that farm up there. See you in a bit. Alright, hopefully the last time we are back. I've just got some ashes and some apatite in here with some water, just making some fertilizer. Got myself some saplings, and this should hopefully be enough to get it going. Now, I did find the quest. It was actually over here, lossless LV cables off the Avengers Assemble quest, and it is literally just making some of that redstone alloy cable. I have already been up here and plugged it in. Now, off to the side here, I have a little side step, and this runs through the bottom. So we've got water over the back there, power running through here, which hopefully will be supplying this. We can throw fertilizer in there. There's water, there's dirt. Awesome, so the fertilizer, it's working. So the dirt is actually being put up the top as we speak. So let's run up there. Hooray, and hummus is there. So let's throw some saplings down. Cool, so this is just the default mode of the multi-farm. I mean, yeah, this is nothing new. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this, and indeed I've done it like a ton of times before. Seems to be running pretty fast though. Cool, so we'll leave that run for a while. That will hopefully start giving us a bunch of wood and bits and pieces in there, and we can phase out our Steve's carts, maybe reuse that area over there for some bees and stuff, maybe even some tree breeding. I'll need to expand this wall out, potentially use the tier 2 stuff. I want to come back over here with some grafters to take some of these because I'm out of rubber saplings, and I'm hoping there's a couple of rubber nodes on those, which is good. Yeah, so it's still a bit of cleanup work to happen, but we are on our way, and obviously this is going to be repurposed at some point for coconut. So back over this side, we've been, well, common beach and jungle. I've just been breeding the bees in the bottom, and there is, yeah, there's one leaf block. Yeah, not as many leaf, oh, there we go, there's another one. That one there has turned. So yeah, I'm going to need to make another grafter or try and fix the one that I have to come back across and fix that up. The only other thing that I haven't done this episode, which I said I was going to, was get that carpenter going with the combs. So yeah, I mean, the carpenter is running. We have got enough power to run it. We aren't burning out cable down there. No, we're not burning out cable down there. That's fantastic. This should hopefully... Yeah, we're already getting wood and apple and stuff. So one of the things down below there, we had a hatch. So we can automate that using some of those pipes that we had earlier. But yeah, I haven't gotten around to making any more of those yet. They're fairly expensive and I need to make a ton more circuits and bits and pieces in between. Lots and lots of background work to happen. As for where we're going to put the honey, okay, so the centrifuge gets out the honey drops. The drops, yeah, potentially we want to squeeze that into honey. Potentially we want to keep it as honey. So what I might do off the side of this is put a, yeah, maybe a storage drawer, maybe a barrel. We'll see how we go and get that sorted out, and obviously get our bees and stuff sorted out up here. So for next time, hopefully I will have a bunch more of this cleaned up and a lot of that background work done so that we can get on with whatever the next episode will be. I'm actually hoping the next episode might finally start being some HV stuff, because we do have stainless steel. I think we've got everything kind of in place that we need for stainless steel now, while we work away in the background on getting seed oil and stuff. And then, yeah, I think that's it. I mean, the only other things to mention are a couple of you have commented on the water situation. The Everfull urn, I don't have the recipe for that yet. It is a bit of research that I haven't quite gotten to. The other thing is the reservoir. These are both things that I've used pretty heavily in the past. The reservoir is from Ender.io, but as you can see, you need the HV electric pumps for that, as well as fused quartz, alloy smelter. So we're getting towards getting the alloy smelter. We did one of them all the way over here, the Ender.io, and I did the electrical steel and I did the conductive iron. Haven't quite got to the pulsating iron yet. Pulsating iron being, where are we? Pulsating iron dust, which is small pile of iron, pile of ender pearl dust, and the redstone alloy. So we've made the redstone alloy, but again, I haven't really got a whole lot of ender pearls just at this point to spend on that sort of stuff. Forge hammer. Looks like I may need a sag mill as well. I'm not sure. Pulverization. Yeah, okay, so I can do it in a pulverizer roll, which means that I can do it in a macerator. Yeah, so that's the situation with the water and why I'm still using these water tanks. Obviously, as soon as I can get either the Everfull urn or the reservoir, I will be swapping them out for that. But I haven't yet found the recipe. Last time I did the Everfull urn, it did need the infusion altar and things like that. So I'm a little way off from getting either of those. Although, yeah, maybe the Ender.io one will be relatively soon. Anyway, that is all from me. As always, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.